It's time to wake up, Chicago. Zach and Steph are in to help you start your day on the right foot. You're listening to Lakeshore Morning Drive on WZMS.
Good morning and welcome to another edition of Lakeshore Morning Drive. I'm Zach with my lovely co-host Steph Lopez. Steph, how are you this morning?
I am great. It is an excellent morning. It is beautiful out. The sun is shining. The lake looks beautiful as usual. I'm happy.
61 degrees to start the morning, and there is nothing more exhilarating than a morning bike ride down the lakeshore to get your day off on the right foot. Get out there right when the sun rises, and then you've got the lake at your side with the sun just coming up. It's the best feeling in the world.
I think that feeling is it makes you feel so alive. You're good, you're ready, and it's great exercise too.
And it helps justify, helps you get ready for the day. It helps you prepare for everything, and it's just a really exciting thing. The high today is going to be 86 degrees, sunshine all day long, good beach weather. Tonight the low is going to be 62. Tomorrow we're still in the 80s with a high of 88. What a beautiful week we have in store.
I can't wait. I think the show today is going to be even better though.
Well, what do we got?
Well, we're going to be talking about the Cubs and Sox. We're going to be listening to interviews from people with odd jobs, amongst other things, and we're giving away an iPad.
You cannot go wrong with an iPad. You're always on your iPad.
Always.
So anyone who is listening to the show, stay tuned because you have the opportunity to win a great iPad from us. We're going to move on to the next song. This is the Yeah Yeah Yeahs with Gold Lion on 104.3 WZMS Chicago.
Gold Lion's gonna tell me where the light is. Gold Lion's gonna tell me where the light is. Take our hands out of control. Take our hands out of
Taking it back to 1989 on Rattle and Hum. It's my favorite boys from Dublin. It's U2 with Desire on 104.3 WZMS Chicago. Steph, do you think your job is boring?
Radio I don't think is boring. Every day is different. I'd say no.
Every morning we wake up, we get to talk to people, we get to give them the news, entertainment news, life news, whatever the case may be. I personally think we have the coolest job in the world. Do you think our job is strange?
No, why? Do you have any strange jobs?
Well, there are strange jobs out there. There's actually a website called Odd Job Nation, and it lists a bunch of bizarre jobs. First things first, I have no idea what a brand ambassador is. I'm assuming that it takes on a spokesperson's role for a brand. I have no idea. But this place has a listing of odd jobs that you can have. I see pet sitter. I see wedding event planner in New York. The pet sitter jobs are in New Lenox, so if you're listening in the suburbs, you can get a job in New Lenox if you like dogs.
I found one that says, help me organize my life.
You could get paid to organize somebody's life.
At first I was like, oh, closet or, pantry. No. Life.
Wow.
Yes.
Well, son of a gun. That's an interesting one. And if you guys are good with your daily planners and you keep everything in a, PDA or something, then I don't even know if people carry PDAs anymore, but, go out. There's a job for you. Where's that job located? Do we have a listing on that one?
That was in Gilbert, Illinois.
Well, if you're good at carrying your information around and keeping it together and you don't miss any appointments, then you have a job in Gilbert, Illinois as a life planner. We're going to talk to some people with odd jobs in just a few moments. We still have more music on the way right now. This is Stray Heart by Green Day, new music from them on 104.3 WZMS Chicago.
I lost my will, baby, this stray heart went to another. Can you recover, baby? Oh, you're the only one that I'm dreaming of. Your precious heart was torn apart by me and you. You're not alone.
From the water cooler to the fire pit. The best rock in the Windy City is here on WZMS.
I only wanted one.
But once was all it took for me to become addicted.
People told me not to, that if I did, I would be hooked. But I grew to crave the needle.
Each time I went to get more, I felt the quality was going down, so I needed to find something better, and fast.
I knew from the start that I got myself into something bad. I needed to control my addiction. My loved ones even took notice to my changing appearance and gave me the number to call.
I decided I was the one who needed to take control, so I called 800-RETHINK to control my tattoo addiction.
If you or someone you know is addicted to tattoos, we are here to help. Here at Rethink Inc., we assist those affected by tattoo addiction. Our certified specialists are trained in dealing with such addictions because they have gone through the struggle themselves. Rethink Inc., the cure for the common tattoo. Call 800-RETHINK for more information or visit 1033 Fuse Drive in Bloomington.
Giving you that extra something in the morning. You're listening to Lakeshore Morning Drive.
You're listening to Lakeshore Morning Drive on 104.3 WZMS, and we're here with Joe Brand from Brando's Pizza Cuttery. Hey, Joe.
How's it going?
It's going great. We're talking about odd jobs, not saying that your job is completely odd, but it's something here in Chicago that we don't really see that often, do we, Zach?
No, and it's something that I've seen in New York in very few instances, but not so much in Chicago.
It's really cool. Joe, do you want to tell us a little bit about what you do?
Yeah, sure. I own a pizza cuttery. It's different than your typical pizzeria. It's called Brando's Pizza. It's located at 305 North Michigan. And a lot of times, you get your pizza delivered and you are not pleased with the way it's cut. So what we do is we specialize in cutting. We cut it in triangles. Some people like squares. Some people like the crust cut off. But you know what? We don't judge here. We just cut the pizza the way you want it.
Well, and I was going to say, whenever I order a pizza, I prefer squares. I like when people cut in squares.
Most people do.
And some people will not deliver it that way. They'll cut it in, triangles, and that's just such an inconvenience because it does, to me, affect the aesthetic of the pizza. It changes the way everything's done. So your place is a great service to people like me.
Oh, totally, and it's the way you serve it as well. We're actually getting in a little bit of a dispute with all the pizza places around because customers are asking for the pizza companies to not cut their pizzas.
I was just going to ask that.
Just keep them full and then send it over to Brando's, and we cut it any way you like. With all the sports teams doing so great, we've cut them into shapes of teams, and people are really starting to catch on, and they've asked, can you make pizzas? And we just simply can't. Our only specialty is cutting the pizza.
So what happens when these pizza places who actually make the pizza decide to offer their own ways of cutting the pizza based on the customer's request?
Well, I think it's the original factor that we were the first to do it. Brando's Pizza is starting to grow and grow more each day. We're opening 2 more shops down on Waveland, and it's just becoming such a big phase right now. People just feel more at home walking into Brando's. We have the old style pizzeria setting, the old Pac-Man game in the corner, stuff like that, but we just do not make the pizza. It smells like pizza all the time because pizza's always in there as we're cutting it.
So can people eat there still? So after you're done cutting, can they just sit and play Pac-Man or just have
They can sit and eat. We're not there to push anyone out. If they would like to bring their pizza there, we could obviously cut it. Frozen pizzas, delivered pizzas, deep dish, whatever you like, we can cut.
Wow. Even the frozen ones, huh?
Even the frozen ones.
Wow. So how much do you charge people to have their pizzas cut there? Because you're obviously a business. You have to pay the bills. How much do you charge people to do this?
It's a very tricky business because cutting is not cheap, Zach. It's not cheap at all. We actually are charging $1 a centimeter. These people know what they're doing. They've gone to college and have studied cutting pizza, the art of cutting pizza, all their lives. So, we need to survive in this business, and, a tough market with all these great pizza places, we have to stand out from the rest.
Right.
So it's $1 a centimeter, and if you're talking deep dish, we go both ways. So $1 centimeter across and $1 centimeter height-wise.
Oh, exactly. So what kind of people do you hire? You said these people go to school. Are you hiring like barbers for this, or is this just, is there a school somewhere that teaches people how to cut pizza and that's who you're hiring?
We tried our luck with some barbers and, they just couldn't cut it. Columbia is just right down the street, and you got a whole bunch of artsy students that love to be different and unique. So that's what we do. We just say, come on over, show us what you can do. They try to be as creative as they can. And, it's starting to work into the college courses where they're incorporating cutting pizza, the art of cutting, and it's just grown from there.
Now, Joe, what is your favorite shape that you've either seen made or you've made yourself?
Personally, I'm a sucker for the heart-shaped pizza. Valentine's Day is a perfect day for us. That's one of our most busiest days. Mother's Day has actually grown to be a great pizza cutting day as well. People want to bring in a pizza and a picture of their mother, and we shape it out to the mother's head. Christmas, we have Christmas trees, we have ornaments, present-shaped pizzas, and we cut it in all the excess pizza that gets cut off, all the shards and stuff, we actually give to the homeless. So we also give our extra pizza that no one's going to eat to the homeless, so we're helping out a good cause as well.
Now, can you give us the information about where we can contact you if anyone wants to go into your shop or if they have any special requests?
Yeah, like I said, we are located at 305 North Michigan, and you can find us at our website, www.brandospizza.com, and you can just always call 312-CUTS-BRAND.
Oh, well,
Wow.
there you go.
Excellent.
I'll definitely be calling soon.
Definitely.
Do you have any parting words for the listener?
No, just come over and get your pizzas cut.
All right, excellent. Thanks a lot, Joe. We're going to move on. This is from the Sound City soundtrack. Dave Grohl produced it. It's Paul McCartney with the former members of Nirvana. Steph, I know you love this one.
Definitely.
It's Cut Me Some Slack on 104.3 WZMS Chicago.
.3 WZMS. Zach, is it hard for you to wake up in the morning sometimes?
It's been hard for me to wake up in the morning since I was 19 years old.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Well, how did you used to treat that? And then did you just get up and stretch or, go to the gym or what did you do?
I used to try a bevy of things. There was a period where I tried to eat big breakfasts and that did not help.
Mm-hmm.
It took me a long time before I became a coffee drinker, but eventually I did become a coffee drinker, and that really turned my life around. I am now a morning person, and that's because coffee became an integral part of my life.
I am coffee's #1 fan.
I might disagree with that.
Why do you say that?
Because I am coffee's #1 fan.
Well, if you need a little extra help waking up in the mornings, we have great news for you here. We are giving away a coffee gift certificate to Big Shoulders Coffee House.
My favorite.
Yes, it's going to be excellent. So be the third caller, and you will win, and you will have magical times with the greatest coffee in Chicago.
And mornings will become so much easier. I just have to say the staff there is wonderful. Janine makes my coffee every morning, except on Thursdays. She does not work on Thursdays. But shout out to her and shout out to the crew over there. They always satisfy me in the morning, and that's why I keep going back.
And if you win this gift certificate, hopefully you'll have some peace of mind. Here's Boston on 104.3 WZMS Chicago. Zach, where is this coffee from?
Well, I always get my morning kick from Big Shoulders Coffee on West Chicago Street.
Oh yeah, that's the place with the retro lounge and the every morning specials, right?
Indeed, and those specials help make my morning a whole lot easier.
Would you say Big Shoulders has the best selection of coffee in Chicago?
The best. I wouldn't dream of drinking anything else.
If you're looking for the right start to your day at great prices, check out Big Shoulders Coffee on 1105 West Chicago Street. Big Shoulders Coffee, the best in the Windy City. WZMS brings you sounds from all around the world. From the London invasion to Seattle sound and to Chicago Chicago Blues. WZMS Chicago.
You're listening to Lakeshore Morning Drive here in Chicago on 104.3 WZMS. We're here with Steph Hatfield, also known as the Mad Hatter. Hello.
Hey.
Thank you for stopping by. I know you have a wicked busy schedule, so thank you for taking some time out to talk to us.
Thank you for inviting me.
Awesome. Well, anytime. You're welcome here anytime you'd like. Zach and I have gone back in the day with Steph. We used to go to college together, so that was really exciting.
Love you guys. You guys are awesome.
And we definitely love you, too. And now, Steph, you're a musician. You're just blowing up around Chicago. How does it feel to go from Bloomington Normal now to this big market of Chicago?
Weird. It's crazy. Very blessed. I don't even know. It's hard to describe, honestly.
Well, first things first, I want to echo Steph's sentiment and thank you so much for coming on the show because we really loved you at school and now we really love you here. And when we were at school together, I remember specifically seeing you at venues like the Coffee House and the Firehouse down there, really small local venues that had some pretty good attendance. What's it like moving from those small venues to kind of bigger deal venues in Chicago?
It's weird when you get people actually singing along with you. You get people at the Coffee House, not as many people, they can jam out, but when you get bigger crowds and you can just see that they're enjoying it, that's what's rewarding.
That has to be kind of, I don't want to say weird, but just such a great feeling to know that people know your songs, you know?
Yeah, it is. I can't even describe the feeling.
So for our listeners who don't exactly know who you are, can you describe to us exactly what kind of music you play?
The music that I play, I still do a lot of covers. It's a lot of more indie acoustic stuff, the stuff that I write. It's also, I like to have an inspirational curve to it.
That's good. That's cool. Do you have a favorite place around Chicago that you like to eat that's a little bit different from the places in Bloomington Normal?
The hot dog stands are a big one. You don't get those very much at...
You know what? You really don't. At school, the whole... I mean, they claim to still have that Chicago dog, but it's not a Chicago dog unless it's really from Chicago.
Okay, I'll give downtown Bloomington this. They do have really, really good... On the weekends, they'll have a standout, but you don't have that every week or every day like in Chicago.
Well, that's really cool. And now, Steph, I hear you're going to play a song for us. That's excellent. And can you describe the song, or is it a cover? Is it an original?
I'm just going to do a cover, keeping it simple. It's Chariot by Gavin DeGraw.
Definitely. Well, take it away, Steph.
All right, here we go. Staring at a maple leaf, leaning on the mother tree, I said to myself, we all lost touch. Favorite fruit is chocolate-covered cherries, seedless watermelon. Oh, nothing from the ground is good enough. Your body rise, it's over me. Ooh, chariot, your golden waves I walk.
Music from your past and your present. WZMS Chicago.
And now with a look at this morning's 104.3 WZMS Chicago News, here is Maddy Reid.
It's 61 degrees in the windy city of Chicago. Good morning, I'm Maddy Reid. There was a shooting around Ashland earlier this morning. 22-year-old Mark Shines was wounded by the bullet and is being treated at Rush Medical Center. Nobody has been apprehended, but the shooter is assumed to be Jeff Stevens, who has made headlines for a series of shootings in the area. In sports, the Chicago Cubs and White Sox will play their first game of this year's Crosstown Classic tonight at Wrigley Field. Both teams are on losing streaks, but one will come out victorious tonight to break their slumps. First pitch is set for 7:05. Traffic is backed up on I-55, should take about 22 minutes to the Dan Ryan. The delays begin near Central Avenue due to construction. Today's high will reach 86 degrees, with tomorrow getting close to 90. Your Lakeshore Morning Drive news is brought to you by Chicago Apple Store locations.
All right, thanks a lot, Maddy. Now, I know that you are a Cubs fan. The Cubs and Sox series is beginning. Sorry, Steph. I know that you're the odd woman out in this circumstance. Maddy, what do you see happening in this series? I know both teams are on losing streaks. Who's going to win tonight?
I'm going to say my Cubs, you know. It's their year. This year is their year, so.
How's your boy going to do tonight?
Oh, my boy, Anthony Rizzo. I mean, first of all, he's going to look good. He's going to look real good.
I can't deny that.
He's going to play really well. So,
Steph, what do you see happening tonight?
I think you guys might have home field advantage. I'm just saying, you know, Wrigley is a great field.
Of course.
However, I'm thinking that the Sox are just going to kind of sweep in there and just kind of.
I'm not seeing it.
I think so.
I'm really not seeing it.
I mean, that's how it's been in the past. We have a great streak for the Crosstown Classic, so.
It is the present now, though, Steph, so.
I don't know.
As an objective Chicago sports fan, I love my Cubs, but I realize how things have gone in the series lately, so Cubs fans don't cast stones, but thinking objectively, I think the White Sox might have an edge in this game based on tonight's pitching matchup, but we'll see how it all plays out.
I agree.
Yeah.
I mean, we're going to win, but whatever.
Well, you think.
'Where tomorrow sounds meet yesterday's standards. WZMS Chicago.
.1043 WZMS Chicago. You're listening to Lakeshore Morning Drive, and you just heard the newest song from Ben Harper, I'm In, I'm Out, and I'm Gone. What a great new bluesy track from him. Steph, you are always on your iPad.
I am.
Always. Your face is never not in that iPad. What is it that you love so much about that thing?
The fact that I can bring it anywhere, it's more than a phone, less than a laptop. It's perfect.
Yeah, and I've yet to conform to the iPad trend. I simply haven't been able to afford one. I got the iPhone 5 back in September. I have a Mac, so really I just need an iPad to round it out.
Yeah, exactly.
But what do we have for one loyal listener this morning?
Well, the loyal listener is going to win an iPad.
Wow. You cannot go wrong with that, and you're going to have an iPad before I do, so I am going to be just a little bit jealous.
And that's okay. It's okay that you're jealous.
I'm not bitter or anything. Regardless, we're going to be giving that away right now, as a matter of fact. If you call our number, 773-834-1043, you will be the winner of a brand new iPad. So call the hotline right now, and if you're the third caller, you will be the winner. We're going to move on. It's the Rolling Stones, 1989, Rockin' a Hard Place on 104.3 WZMS Chicago.
Ugh.
What's wrong?
I've been trying to get this song right for the last few hours, and it just isn't working. See?
Well, I notice you're not using a pick.
Yeah, so?
So, you should start thinking about using them.
I mean,
Did you know that Major Shredder Guitar Outlet makes top-of-the-line picks for beginning guitarists?
No, I didn't, but...
And they were voted best pick to use by players in 2012.
Okay, but what makes them so different?
They're made with very unique metals from Sweden, and the grip is canvas and cotton to prevent sweating.
I don't know, I mean...
Just shut up and try it.
Wow, you weren't kidding.
These Major Shredder guitar picks are incredible.
I told you so. Now you're so much easier on the ears.
Yeah, thanks. Wait, what?
If you're tired of sounding like an amateur guitar player and want to play with the big boys, Major Shredder guitar picks are the place to start. Major Shredder Guitar Outlet is located on 1600 Veterans Parkway in Bloomington. Get shredding!
Making the traffic a little more tolerable. It's Zach and Steph with Lakeshore Morning Drive.
You're listening to 104.3 WZMS Chicago. That's Bad Motor Scooter by Montrose, going way back to the foundations of American hard rock. You cannot go wrong with that. But we had a winner for our iPad. Congratulations to Maureen from Crystal Lake. She won a brand new iPad, and I am not bitter or jealous at all. It was so delightful, and congratulations to Maureen, and thanks for being a loyal listener all this time. We really appreciate it. Steph, we have a big show tomorrow because it's a big day for Illinois.
I cannot wait, celebrating the big 195 years of statehood.
Exactly. It's so exciting. We're going to be broadcasting live from Millennium Park, and Steph is very excited about our special guest that we're going to have on tomorrow. Who's it going to be?
It's going to be Mayor Rahm Emanuel.
Agree with his politics or not, Steph Lopez is madly in love with Rahm Emanuel.
I will confess my love till the day I die.
Of course, but we have a big show tomorrow. We're going to be playing music at Millennium Park for much of the day. We'll be out there at 6 in the morning. We'll be out there until noon, so be sure to stop by, or if you're just driving to work, be sure to just tune in because it's going to be a whole lot of fun.
It will, just like every show is.
We had a wonderful time this morning, as always.
As always.
Any parting words for the listener?
Make good choices.
I think that's perfect. Whether you're heading off to work or at work already, I hope you have a wonderful day. We'll see you tomorrow. Thank you for listening to Lakeshore Morning Drive. I'm Zach, along with Steph, and have a great day.
We helped you start your day. We'll let you take it from here. Zach and Steph will be back every weekday morning. This is Lakeshore Morning Drive on WZMS Chicago.